All right, I'm live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and that's Kitty. And I am here to do a reading for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or anybody else who happens to come across this video. It is always my intention that there is something in here for everyone. And take what fits, leave the rest. And my readings are also timeless. So whenever you see this, it's the right time for you. I have chosen 3 cards from Wisdom of the Oracle, and I will be clarifying with some other decks. And I've let the universe choose a song for the baseline of this reading. The title of your song is Your Love Could Start a War. And this is based on the cards that I pulled and this song. It's taken me a little bit to kind of wrap my head around this. And I think I'll need some clarifiers to get me a little more clear on what this message is about. But ultimately, well, I think what I'll do is I'll start with the cards first, and then I will talk about the song. So we start with mending, and this card is about forgiveness, releasing hurt, anger, resentment, anything that's gone down with anybody in the past, healing and letting that go. Because what that does is it brings balance. And in fact, it tips the scales in your favor. When you are holding on to resentments, when you're holding on to things from the past that hurt. Hey, good morning, Princess K. Welcome. And Shella Shahid, welcome. Yeah, when you're holding on to those past, whatever happened in the past, it makes the scales balance not in your favor, because you're putting out negative energy basically, and you're keeping your vibration low, and it closes off your valve to letting the universe bring in what's rightfully yours. And so by forgiving and releasing the past, it puts you in this place of peace and raises your vibration. You become happier, and it tips the scales in your favor, and then essentially opens your valve and lets the good things come in. And we have message in a bottle in protection position, which is not, it's sort of warning of, how do I put this? You want to make sure that you see the signs that the universe is sending you, that sometimes we can hold on to things from the past for whatever reason and ignore the signs that the universe is sending us, that, hey, if you release this, if you let this go, if you move forward, so much good is going to come in. And somewhere there's a tendency or a possibility of ignoring those red flags that show up. And so you just want to make sure that you focus on keeping the balance, keeping those scales tipped in your favor. And so then we get to the title of the song, Your Love Could Start a War. And I feel like when it's speaking to this idea of when you're in a good place, when you're happy, feeling good, your vibration is high, then you're able to love. You're able to show up authentically, from a place where you can give your love. You can feel your love. Other people can feel it, and they get drawn to you. And yeah, it's about wanting to get to that place of loving rather than not loving. Like, not mending holds the love back, and then it keeps you from getting what you want in life. So I hopefully hopefully that makes sense. Let's clarify with some cards from the Good Tarot and see, because it's not necessarily about romantic love. It can be any kind of love, but you wanna try and keep your heart open, keep your vibe high, your vibration high. So, all right, Good Tarot. What does Good Tarot have to say about this? Hanged Man. Gaining a new perspective. Surrendering to what is. Things happen in the past. People say things, people do things, you, them, there's always stuff from the past. And this is taking the time out to gain that new perspective, to see where you might need to possibly mend things with other people, where you need to forgive others, forgive yourself, so that you can get unstuck, so you can move forward, from a clean slate. Because you do want the scales to tip in your favor, certainly to be balanced. And so this is you doing your personal best, knowing that life is a journey, that it requires effort, it requires consistently showing up. So you want to continually work on releasing and raising your vibration. We go through times in life where, the scales aren't always balanced. There's the pendulum is always swinging one way or the other. And it's understanding that, you can't always be in a good place. It's, we're human. It's normal. But to kind of keep the end goal in mind, to, when things do kind of fall back or go astray, that you acknowledge it, you recognize it, you're aware of it, and then when you can, process whatever you're feeling so that you can move the pendulum back, tip the scales back in your favor. It takes persistence, it takes effort. It is a long journey. It's it's a lifelong journey, essentially. Nine of Earth. I think this is about, it's about taking control of your taking back your power, being in your power, knowing that everything is in your hands to create the life that you want. And that it does require effort, but that your personal best leads you to this place of abundance and fulfillment, all from your own efforts, learning the lessons, and that is what draws in the people who really see your worth, who are like, wow, look at this person who knows how to live the life that they want, who stands in their power. It's you being an inspiration for people, simply because you're being authentic, you're being in your integrity, you're doing the work that you know is required to live the life that you want. So yeah, standing in your power. That's really good. That's really good. The Emperor, masculine influence and power. Yeah. Being very clear in the direction that you want to go. Keeping that end goal in mind, which is how you want to feel. Kind of doesn't matter what you do. Everyone has different things they want to do, but it's standing in your power and using that power to move you forward towards your dreams, your goals, all the things. Healing, second chance, healing the past, letting the old cycles finish out, drop away, mending, learning the lessons, forgiving, taking those swords and being like, okay, I'm moving forward. I'm cutting away the stuff that doesn't work for me anymore, and I'm moving forward confidently. And she's a dancer. This is like, enjoying the journey, being confident and happy in your forward movement. Unexpected help. And I think this is where the song comes in. Your love could start a war, where people are like, they're inspired, they think you're amazing, they see what you can do, and they want to come in and they want to assist. And maybe this is a part of what gets you to this place. Like, you can do this all on your own. You can achieve everything you need by yourself. But because you're out of the victim mentality, because you're releasing and letting go and forgiving, it allows people to come in, and it allows the universe ultimately to bring you assistance. That, this is through your own efforts, this kind of fulfillment that you get to. However, you're not doing it by yourself. The universe is always there, kind of backing you up, sending you the messages, sending you the resources, the people on your path to get you where you need to go. It's never a solo journey, even if it can feel like it sometimes. I'm gonna go with Osho Zen Tarot. Guilt. Needing to let go of the guilt. That's a part of the mending. Forgiving yourself. Yes, things happened. Yes, you made bad choices. Everybody does. It can be very difficult when you feel like, you hurt people, you made the wrong decisions, but guilt ultimately doesn't help anyone. It just keeps you stuck and keeps you in this place of, and we have the flowers up here. So it's like, when you can just try and forgive and release. Yes, I know it's easier said than done, but that gets you to this place of being above the craziness, getting to where everything is pretty, and the beauty of life and the blossoming, and in that higher vibration. This is a very low vibration, and this is the place where you want to get out of. And this is why it's important to take the time to gain a new perspective, to surrender to where you are at right now, and let that move you forward. Let that be what guides you to move you forward. Because your happiness, at the end of the day, your happiness is the most important thing. Healing. Yep. Taking the time to heal, to mend, to forgive. It's all about healing. Healing yourself, healing the past, gaining the new perspective, through the healing. I think also doing your personal best. Kitty agrees. Doing your personal best helps you to heal. Because you're showing up 100%. You're just like, okay, I'm doing what I can. I'm doing what I know. I'm following my heart. And that makes your heart bloom, makes it blossom. Releasing the guilt and forgiving allows your heart to blossom. Clinging to the past. Clinging to the past. There is a tendency to do this for so many of us. And so it's really important to focus on doing your best to release and heal. Clinging to the past is ignoring the signs that the universe is trying to send you, which is let go, forgive, move on. Move on. The past does not exist. It's over with. All you can do now is stand in the moment, take what you've learned, and move forward. So, let's go with Wisdom of Avalon. The dragon, power and strength. My goodness. So much power. Taking back your power. Being strong for yourself. Because ultimately that is being strong for others and for the world. It allows you to stand in that place of truly, really getting to that place of really loving yourself. Truly. Not from a place of ego, but from a place of that innermost authentic part of yourself. Your deepest essence of who you are. That is who you are called to fall in love with. That is where you get your power and your strength from. Loving that part of yourself. Ultimately, loving all parts of yourself. Ego too. Because all those parts are just there trying to help us ultimately. The fear comes from a place of self-preservation. And so it's recognizing that, it's allowing it, acknowledging it, saying thank you to those parts that want to hold us back, hold us down, that keep us clinging to the past. Because ultimately those parts just they just need acknowledgement. And once you do that, then it kind of helps the energy to dissipate naturally. And then you stand in your power. Yes, standing in your power, such a good thing. The hawk, omens and messages, the universe is telling you in so many different ways. Become open to the messages. They're around you all the time. And I think when you've been turning around, clinging to the past is you've got your back to the future. You've got your back to the present. You're turning around looking at the doors that have already closed. And you're missing all of the magic, all of the miracles, all of the signs and omens that the universe is sending, that your higher power is sending you. Turn around and stand in the present. That's where your power lies. The cat, independence, healthy boundaries. There's a really strong sense of needing to forgive yourself here. That there's a good chance you did not have healthy boundaries in the past. And that's a part of part of what you're clinging to, thinking that by hanging on to those things that you did, feeling the guilt, it's somehow going to bring you some kind of redemption or something. But it's actually doing the opposite. This is radical. This is a need for radical forgiveness of yourself. And take what you've learned, stand in your power, have those healthy boundaries. Know that, yes, things have happened in the past. It doesn't need to happen in the future. Claim your independence. There's power in that. So let's look at the rune cards. Partnership. I think we're talking about. I mean, I just came back to the song title again. Your love can start a war. That releasing the past allows you to love more. It puts you in your power and your strength. Allows you to be in your most authentic part of yourself. And that's the place that you can love from. And that's what brings in the partnerships that you actually want. The people who are willing to fight for you, for your love, that see your worth and are like, that is worth fighting for. Because it's true, it's authentic, it's genuine. Gateway. I think this is where you're moving towards. Doing this, going through this healing, going within, learning to stand in your power, to have healthy boundaries. Yeah, there's so much healing. Oh, and I just noticed this. We got healing on top of healing. There's a lot of healing going on here. That's so beneficial for you. And that's moving you towards this gateway to your happiness, your success, your, making life work for you. And the nine of pentacles, the nine of earth is one step away from the ultimate fulfillment. This is you doing it by yourself. And once you get to this place and you've done the healing, that's when the true partners come in. The people or, person, romantic or otherwise, who really help you get to that final, to your 10 pentacles, to where you're just like living the good life. Opening. Yeah. Opening yourself to the understanding that you need to heal. Opening to all the possibilities that are available to you once you turn around, once you stop looking at the closed doors or door from the past. You're moving forward, going through this opening yourself, opening to the opportunities, the possibilities. This is a total shift. It's a huge transformation. Okay, so I'm going to go with the spirit guides. What am I saying? Spirit animal oracle. Yes, they are our spirit guides sometimes. Let that be part of your message. Do you see animals a lot? Do birds fly across your path, or butterflies, or whatever the animals are? Be open to those messages, because that is one way that the universe sends messages. Nightingale spirit, love is all around. Yeah, this healing. It's putting you in this place of love. I think it's allowing you to see that there's so much more love around you than you realize, because you were so busy looking at the doors from the past that had closed, and you were missing all this great love right in front of you. And that there are actually so many people. Maybe one specific person who's like, your love is worth everything to me. They would fight for your love, fight for you. Badger spirit, be fearless and bold. Move forward confidently. Own who you are. Be fearless as you step into this new person that you're becoming, as you're releasing the old and what doesn't serve. It's giving you this new sense of confidence, because you know the universe has your back. This is you opening up to the signs, the messages, the omens, that, it's being more and more aware of how much you are actually supported. Parrot spirit, watch your words. Watch your words to yourself. How do you talk to yourself? Are you kind? I'm getting the feeling that there's this tendency to be not so kind. Watch how you talk to yourself. And that's the thing, how you talk to yourself automatically spills over into how you talk to others. Work through the healing, through doing the healing. This is you learning how to be kind to yourself. And when you can be kind to yourself, you can be kind to others. That's where the love comes in. It's one of the 4 agreements. Miguel Ruiz. Be impeccable with your word. Because words have a vibration. Words have power. Let your words lift yourself and everyone. Let the power happen. Let yourself stand in your power through using the words that support you and the world around you. So, wow, this is quite the reading. Such a huge transformation, such a huge journey of healing and forgiveness and release and opening to the beauty and the wonder and the magic and the possibilities that are available to you. That is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and night and tomorrow, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.